To finish with this session, we're going to do the last page. So here, we're on section 3A. Read about the two cities again, and are these sentences true or false? Since we just read it, I think that I can get you the answers. Okay, so number one says Manchester is famous for football. Yes, Manchester City and Manchester United, the two soccer or football teams. Number two says it rains more in Manchester than in other cities in the UK. That is true. Next one says number three. It never snows in winter. It never snows in winter. That would be false. Okay, number four says it usually snows at the beginning of the year in Chicago. That is true. I'm going to drag this along. Number five, it says it isn't very hot in summer. Number five, it isn't very hot in the summer. That is false. It's hot in the summer in Chicago. And sometimes there isn't any clouds in Manchester. And number six, you can listen to jazz in Chicago's park in the summer. That is true. Okay, I'm going to drag this along. That's true. Okay, it says find three seasons in the text about Manchester. Which season isn't mentioned in the text? So let's go back a little and let's underline the answers. Manchester, I'm going to use green this time. In the north of England, it's famous for its nightlife, fish and chips, and two football clubs. And of course, raining, but does it really rain more in Manchester than in other British cities? Yes. But in the spring and in the summer, it's often very sunny. And sometimes there isn't any cloud in the sky. And in the winter, it doesn't always rain. Sometimes it snows instead. Okay, so if we move back here, which season isn't in the text? We would say this one, autumn. Autumn or fall isn't in the text. Okay, I'm going to move this here. Let me change it actually to put it smaller. Autumn isn't in the text. Autumn or fall, either one is correct. Okay, next item. Here we're going to do number four. It says, write the contractions. I'm, don't, wasn't, etc. First, let's identify which ones we need to contract. For example, here they say she is, come she's. She's married and she's got two children. Okay, number two, we do not, we can say we do not, we can contract do not. Like living here because it is too cold. It is. We can contract it is. You shouldn't or you should not, we can contract it. You should not phone when the baby is sleeping. Okay? We did not see it because we were not there. They have got three TVs, but two do not work. Matt is sure he was not at the meeting. Matt is. I would like Contract this one. I would like to move to Spain, but my wife does not want to. Okay, now that we know this, do not is don't. So I click here, put it here. We don't like living here because it would be it's. It's too cold. You should not, contraction shouldn't. You shouldn't phone when the baby's sleeping. Okay? Next one. We did not, contraction didn't. We didn't see it because we were not, contraction weren't. They have, contraction they. They've got three TVs, but two of them do not, contraction don't. Don't work. Okay. Math is, contraction maths. Okay, next one was not becomes wasn't. I would, contraction I'd, and does not, contraction doesn't. Okay, with this we conclude this exercise and the content for the workbook for this week. Make sure to check it before you send them. So have fun. Take care. I'll see you next class. Bye bye.